begin to relax. As Janice teaches us, open the portals in your feet and let that which is not love, that which is not respect, that which is not honor begin to drain out. And as that occurs, open the portal in your head and recognize that yellow, bright, beautiful, warm light that you're receiving is love, honor, and respect from creation itself. And remember that you are part of creation. Give yourself a minute to fill yourself up with that. As you feel that bright, beautiful, warm light begin to fill you up, let the portals in your feet close and continue to fill yourself up. Your arms, your legs, your torso, your head, everything about you being filled with that bright, beautiful, warm light of love, honor, and respect. Notice how good that feels. And notice how Creator does love and does honor and respect all of us. As that warmth overtakes you, begin to find yourself on a quiet, small forest path. Lush green trees, flowers, birds, wild animals. Just a beautiful setting in which you're very comfortable. And you're very safe. Just walk around, enjoy the sights and the smells and the sounds. And as you walk around, you come upon two trees that are actually pretty close together. And on each of these trees is a parchment scroll. And you notice that your name is on each of those scrolls. And below your name on one scroll, it says respect. And below your name on the other scroll, it says honor. And that's all that's on it. And as you're looking at these scrolls, you become aware that there's something in your pocket. Maybe a key, a coin, a rock, a song, a word, whatever. whatever it is, it's time to let that go. So you can get closer to knowing what honor and respect means for you. So pull whatever this is out of your pocket and set it between the two trees on the ground. And as you do this, you begin to notice that something is happening to the two scrolls. Something is appearing. Maybe a picture, a word, a sound, a smell, a musical note. Whatever's right for you is beginning to appear on those two scrolls. Just take some time and watch whatever it is appear on those two scrolls for you. Whatever has showed up on the scrolls are Creator's gifts back to you. When you're ready, carefully remove each of the scrolls from the trees. Roll them up. And carrying them, begin to walk back into now. As you come back into nap, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, open your eyes when you're ready. Welcome back. Comments or questions? Yes, ma'am.
Well, what crawled out of my pocket was a little green frog. Go figure. And on the scrolls, one was a pin, and on the other scroll was a stone. I had no idea what that was.
Which scroll had the pen?
The pin would be the first scroll, which was honor, right?
Okay.
And the stone would be under respect.
So what would the pen have meaning for you when it comes to honor?
Honestly, I'm at a loss, and I do need the guidance.
Do you like to write?
Yeah, I do. And I am able to express myself a lot of times when I have problems, especially relationship problems or whatever. That's what I will do. I will write them over and over and over again until I get them out, and then I destroy that.
Might this be an opportunity for you to write about honor and get clear on what it might mean for you?
Okay. Okay. What about that frog? It's got to have some sort of spiritual meaning.
Honestly, I don't have the book with me, so I don't remember exactly what the frog spirit is about. But I will get an answer for you.
May I offer a suggestion?
Please.
Yeah. Frogs often indicate healing. So
Okay.
this could be giving yourself the permission to deal.
And I can see that in between the stone and the pen. I can see that. Yeah. Thank you, Janice. Yeah.
We
Thank
do
you.
need a mic if we're gonna have people up here. Mic.
Anyone else?
Here we go.
Ta-da.
Can't hear him. Thank you.
What fell out of my pocket was an arrowhead, and I carefully placed it with the point going straight ahead. On my scrolls, which was really different, under respect, it was my own baby picture, and under honor, it's me in about first grade.
What I get for the arrowhead, you set it down going ahead of you. You're ready to move on with some things. As far as the honor and respect, did you have honor and respect for yourself as a very young person? Have carried that through?
No.
Maybe it's time. But it's clear to me that the arrowhead, you do have a direction.
I just want to say thank you for coming today and sharing your wisdom with us, Dan, because you helped me to understand something that came up twice this week with me, with receiving respect. I've been practicing so much of loving myself. And this week I was able to do that, but I didn't know that I was doing it, and I was very confused. And with your message today, it was extremely clear. And with your meditation, what was in my pocket was a key, and I put the key in the ground between the two trees. And while you were talking, for some reason, I put both of the scrolls into my heart space. And so when I went to look at them, all there was musical notes. And I started dancing around the two trees in a figure 8 and singing with the musical notes. And my whole reality shifted. All of my energy shifted, and this strange fluid leaked out of my left ear.
The musical notes, you now have a new life song to sing. That incorporates both the respect and love.
But I could feel the left, it was uncomfortable in the left ear, and I just kept singing until it was gone.
Mhm. So you're also achieving balance.
That's what the song was about. It was the balance and harmony. For my whole, it shifts my whole reality of how I see relationships and how I interact with them. To be able to perceive lies, and if I have to tell someone I can't be their friend, that it's okay.
But you can also do that with respect and honor.
Yes. And I was able to accomplish that. But I was very confused as if was I just taking it personally, but it hurt my heart space. So thank you.
Thank you, Dan, for just such a wonderful topic and the way you presented it. My vision was on sitting by a creek with a little waterfall in it, and the flowers were mostly orchids, whites, purples, and yellows, and the two trees were banana trees. And the scrolls turned into lace. So when I unfurled them, the respect was a beautiful pearl inside, and the honor was a beautiful orange rose. And what I had in my pocket was a very heavy round ball that I released.
Very cool. Janice has talked about something called the Pearl of Great Price. Janice, if you could help me with the color of the rose, please.
What color was your rose again?
Orange.
Orange. This is tribal. This is your family. This is people you bring into your life out of choice. Feeling safe and feeling at home, wherever you are.
Thank you. What were the orchids?
Orchids are a rare beauty. Mm. So they acknowledge to you, you are a rare treasure, a rare beauty on this earth.
Thank you, Dad. Janice.
I wasn't sure if I could explain it's totally different than you were talking and everything just shifted in my everything. When you said something about your pocket, when it came out of my pocket, it was a green piece of paper, like really like in a ball like this. And when I threw it, it just the two trees. When I threw the paper, the green paper, in between the two trees, it's like a big light, like huge. And when that happened, there were no squirrels, there were nothing. And I was like, what happened? And that was it.
Oh, let me have this one.
Okay, so have you ever seen flash paper that magicians use?
Yeah.
You are going through magic right now. Magic times for you. Everything's changing. You get that. Did you feel that truth of that? Yeah. See the energy go? Everything's different from here. Everything's different from here. You're different from here. The world has shifted. Your heart now has awakened and opened, and what you are and what you want is ready for you. Fine. You're ready. It's ready. Here you go. Fasten your psychic seatbelt.
So, what I pulled out of my pocket was the popcorn kernel. And on the honor scroll were a picture of my 3 children. And then the respect scroll was the word forgive.
Forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others.
I would probably, I don't know, it'd probably be both.
Okay. So in forgiving yourself, you are in fact respecting yourself. In forgiving others, you again respect yourself because you loose yourself from the bond of holding on to what that was about.
And then the popcorn kernel.
Was it already popped or still not yet
It
popped?
was still
You have life left to explode yet.
yeah,
It's coming.
good.
It's coming. Add a little heat to it.
That can take so many different ways.
Shannon, or Shannon?
She's been way
I'm not here.
I'm on dirty.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
My scroll, I was brought to the scrolls by a big black bear. And both, instead of my scrolls being on trees, her bear cubs were holding both squirrels. And on the honor one, I've got a book. And the respect one, I got blood on it. There was blood on it. And before the bears gave me the scrolls, I sang to them. I don't even recognize the song that I was singing.
So you've presented honor and respect to the bears. The bear spirit motto has to do with substance and hanging in there. The book that you saw for honor, did you not just put a book on the street?
Yes, and the second one will be out in September.
Okay. As far as respect, the blood, it has been said in the Native American way that all we have to give is blood, sweat, and tears. That's all we have. So you're giving of yourself in respect of your giving self.
That's cool.
Shouldn't have been that elbow. There was a very dark stone in my left pocket, and as I dropped it to the earth, it was almost as if there was a space already made for it, and it was black, so I wasn't sure if it was an Indian tear or an onyx or what have you, but it started glittering and shining as the earth kind of just swallowed it up and covered over it. And then the scrolls kind of just disappeared, and the two trees just kind of reached towards each other, and they kind of blended, and inside, they just formed a heart inside a heart inside a heart, and in the last heart, it was a keyhole with flashing bright light coming out of it, but it was still too high for me to quite reach it.
What I get for the black stone, certainly whatever it was not yours to carry anymore. Mother Earth was glad to receive it, and she could do more with it than you could. As far as the trees coming together, in the native way, they're called the one-leggeds. They all have spirits, the one-leggeds. And the two of them coming together, I would offer to honor and respect are coming together and showing you the love that's there for you.
Very cool.
The keyhole high? Aim high.
Aim high.
Okay. Who needs? Get my exercise.
Alright, when I was on my path, I was walking barefoot on a muddy path, and in front of me was a black bear, and above me was a hummingbird, and to the left of me were fish jumping in the river. And this path was so beautiful. As I started walking, there was margarita flowers growing to the right of me, and the sun was just blaring, and it was a golden, beautiful day. And as I kept walking, I was walking over sharp rocks, and then I passed that, and then I got to fire and coals, and I was walking over hot coals. And then as I got to the two trees, they were cypress trees, and in my pocket was a round kind of cylinder rock in both of my pockets, and I took them out and I buried them on each side of me and put a pine cone on top of them. And on the left of me was the scroll with honor and the 4 directions on it, and to the right of me was respect with a heart.
I want to go where you went. There's a lot there. Let's talk about the path first. We've talked about the bear. Again, substance and strength and those kinds of things. If the bears come into your path, you can expect more of that. The path was clear and beautiful, and then there were rocks, but you got over it, got through the fire. It doesn't matter what comes along your path, you can get through it. As far as the cylinders that you put into the ground, and then the pine cones put over it, my sense is that the cylinders are things long past that you no longer need to carry, and the pine cones represent your growth. And as far as what was on the scrolls, if I remember correctly, it was 4 directions on one and heart on the other. 4 directions was honor, heart was respect. Respect your own heart. It's valid, and you can trust it as far as the 4 directions are concerned. The honoring that you will get will come from a variety of different places. You can expect it from a variety of different directions, and it will help to fulfill you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? This is Andy, who was late, by the way.
Thank you, Dan. On the scrolls, when I looked for my name, I had my 3 names. For my high self, my middle self was this person, Andy, and my child self. And it was on both scrolls, so that showed me that there was integration there between the 3 selves. What I put in the ground was an old key, an old high heel shoe and an old dress, and then I took off the covering dress I had and I put that down there too. And I had on a real pretty underdress, and it had a pocket as well, and I had my Lucky Rock that Bear gave me. I just kept that in my new dress. And Beauty showed up on the one. And the other had to do with integration, but the word now escapes me. And I put the scrolls, and when I rolled them up, they became very small, and I put them in a silver container around my neck.
You're right about the integration. As far as the high heel and the old key and the dress and all that kind of stuff, those are trappings of things that you no longer need. The key doesn't open anything that's worth you opening. The old dress, the old high heels and all that kind of stuff, those are outside trappings which no longer serve you. The underdress was pretty, it's light, it's if you will, the new you, and it's a way that you can go forward.
Thanks very much, Dan.
Let's give Dan a big hand. Mr. Bill.
I'm gonna lose it.
Hi. Gratitudes. Actually, this one was from last week, I assume, because it says, for mothers. We do have a gratitude box in the back, and we do read the gratitudes, and we have a prayer box in the back. If someone wants prayers, we do have, 50 prayer warriors that the prayers go out to all those people, and kind of cool stuff happens.
Power and prayer.
Janice, your mic. Mike.
Hello. Communion is a sharing. We just shared our stories, shared our guided meditation, shared some thoughts. And this is a symbolic sharing of that nourishing spiritual connection. So would you join us in prayer, please? Loving Spirit of light, we ask that you walk with us in all things. Teach us this love and respect and honor, and help us as we apply them in our lives every day in every way. These things we pray in the name of Jesus. Amen. For our visitors, we have unleavened bread, if you like the tradition of that, animal crackers, if you would like to on the Native American pathway, and rice cakes if you're wheat intolerant. So, whatever works for you works for you. As that continues around, would you join us in prayer again, please? Loving Spirit of light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life. Help us to manifest love, manifest honor, and manifest respect. These things we pray in the name of Jesus.
your grandfather drum sound when you were talking?
Actually, was thinking about talking on my drive over here as well. Yeah. So I do want to. I couldn't hear it.
You must be saying it,
I just want to say Ohana. I'm so happy to see all of my spiritual brothers and sisters today. This is a sacred place, and I was really tremendously moved by today. Everyone here, I treasure all of you, even if I don't know you. I really do. Your hearts are open and they're free, and we're all connected, whether we believe differently. We can honor and respect each other. And there's a lot of goo in this room. We are much more than double stuffed when you put us all together. And I love being here, and I love sharing here, and I would protect this place. And that was part of my lesson. And thank you for having me to understand that, because I wasn't sure. So whatever you can give, love, honor, respect, but just give a little bit from your hearts. And thank you for being here.